I'm ready.
Okay, first question.
I asked her to give me the answers to these questions, but not the answer, but I asked her to give me the questions previous to this, but she didn't.
I didn't. Okay, first question. My neck always hurts when I sleep with a pillow. Why?
Okay. One of the reasons is probably because you're sleeping with a pillow that's too big. So if you have too many pillows stacked up, then it's going, if your head's out here like this all day, and then you lay down, you would want the back of your head even with your shoulders, but if you have too many pillows, it's going to still prop your head up forward. So what I would recommend is sleeping with no pillows, a down pillow, something where your head will kind of fall back through the pillow, or like our patients have these little rolls, the foam rollers that they put underneath their neck, and that really helps.
That's great. Okay, next question. This patient or person asking says that their weight fluctuates so much, so they're asking tips for maintaining their weight, or not losing their weight.
Okay, so this question, I always think about, you have two gas pedals. You have a gas pedal of working out, and you have a gas pedal of nutrition. And so for each individual, you're just going to have to determine which one of those you need to push more, and most likely you need to push them both, right? It's not that you're typically, if you're fluctuating up and down, and you just have to be consistent. I think that's the biggest thing, is that to make sure that you're being consistent with your choices, with your food choices, with working out. It doesn't mean you got to go work out for 2 hours a day and you have to fast for 24 hours a day. You just need to be consistent with your choices, and you're not going to see those fluctuations. Because really, as we're talking about this, if you think about the fluctuation, it's coming from inconsistency somewhere. So just make sure you tighten everything up. Like nutrition is one of those things where we can sit here and do a really long video on it, but most people know what to do. It's a matter of getting rid of the low-hanging fruit, right? The sugars, the fried foods, the fast foods, the soda, like getting rid of all of that stuff. Just eating real food is going to benefit you tremendously. And then just moving your body. It doesn't have to be like you go to a CrossFit class 5 days a week. Like just get out there and walk with your kids, go swimming with your kids, like do things, be active and move, and then consistency.
That's great. Love it. Okay, a couple more questions. Quick and easy breakfast foods or snacks for kids.
So my kids, we do oats. So we do like a version of a cereal, but it's not like traditional cereal. So we'll do, it's just plain oats, and then we put collagen powder and protein powder on top of it, and that's what gives it like the sweetener to it. And then we'll do like almond milk, or sometimes we'll have like organic cow's milk that we'll put on top, or sometimes they even eat it just dry. But yeah, it's just like our homemade version of a cereal. So when I do that version, I'll put almond flakes in there, I'll put raisins, blueberries, and then I'll put like some milk on top of it, or almond milk, coconut milk, or just organic, raw, the best type of cow's milk that you could get, or goat's milk.
That's great. Goat's milk.
Yep.
Do you have goat's milk often?
When I get to if I can get it, I'll drink it. I like goat's milk.
Okay. I just have heard of goat's soap. No.
Have you ever had goat's milk?
No.
Okay, it's good.
Okay.
Goat's milk is good. I can't taste the difference. So here's the thing, when we talk about goat's milk and cow's milk, so cow's milk has an A1 casein, and goat's milk has an A2 casein. The A2 casein is closer to breast milk. It's more absorbable by the body, so someone who has like a dairy intolerance, they're going to do a lot better with the goat products, like goat's milk.
That's
and
great.
I guess the way my brain looks at it too is like a cow is trying to feed a calf, which is going to grow to what, like 800-900 pounds, 1,000 pounds or more, where a goat is trying to like make milk that's going to feed a 100-pound, 150-pound goat. So it's much more consistent with our body type.
That's great. I never thought of that. Okay, next question. It's my favorite question. I'm a former athlete.
Was it your question then?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I'm a former. It's just going to be funny when I read the question. I'm a former athlete converted to dad bod.
Okay.
Nervous about an adjustment. Where do I begin?
Okay. Nervous about an adjustment because of dad bod?
Yeah. That's what I said.
Okay. All right. So with the adjustment, like any body type works, right? So we can do, it doesn't matter if you're extremely fit or if you're overweight or really skinny, like underweight, like it doesn't matter. We can adjust the spine. There's different thrusts that happen with the spine. There's different torques and angles and things that I would take with the spine depending on somebody's weight or their body type. Because that could also be someone that's short or tall. That also makes a difference on how I'm going to adjust them. But But yeah, for that question, anybody with a dad bod, you can get adjusted. If you don't have that high school body anymore, or college body. So yeah,
Athlete's body?
Yeah, that's not that athlete's body. That's not a problem at all.
That's great.
I think the bigger question is how do we get from the dad body back to the athlete's
Okay.
body? That should be the question.
That's great. That's great. I love it. Okay, this is the last question. This might be my favorite question. Who is your favorite employee?
Who's my favorite employee? Well, I do have to say Millie is my favorite employee this week. So
this week though.
Yes, she's definitely running away with it this week.
That's great.
Yeah.
We love it. Okay, well, thanks for watching our Q&A. Dr. Price, thanks for being here.
Yes, it was great. Hopefully next week she tells me the questions before I come on this thing. So, all right.
Adios.